Halifax.
Mr. Speaker, according to Statistics Canada, economic growth is barely at 0.6%. Our exports and private sector investments are in decline. Economic growth is 3 times slower than planned in the economic update. The minister's projections are ever-changing. Why not give the necessary documents to the Parliamentary Budget Officer in order to have a better idea of the economic situation? The Honourable President of the Treasury Board.
In the global uncertain times that we face, our economic situation is actually quite clear. This economy has generated over 820,000 net new jobs since the depths of the recession, Mr. Speaker. 90% of them full-time jobs for the people of Canada, Mr. Speaker. The experts at the OECD are projecting Canada to lead the G7 in economic growth, not only this year, not only next year, for the next 50 years, Mr. Speaker. We are on the right track. We are focused on jobs and growth for the Canadian economy, and that will continue.
Member for Halifax.
350,000 more Canadians unemployed today than before the recession, and that's the Conservative record. Mr. Speaker, 2 years ago, Conservatives were forecasting 3% economic growth in 2012, and those projections have already been downgraded to 2.1%. But even that target has been missed every single quarter this year. We know the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister can't get their stories straight on deficits and contingency plans. Will the Prime Minister now have to correct the Finance Minister again, but this time on his economic projections?
Honourable President of the Treasury Board.
Mr. Speaker, as the honourable member knows or should know, economic projections are based on private sector forecasts, based on the experts in the field, Mr. Speaker, and the expertise is in. The Wall Street Journal reported that Canada is, quote, one of the developed world's most stable economies, and said Canada outperformed most of its peers in the Group of 7. Christine Lagarde, IMF Managing Director, said Canada, a country with one of the strongest financial sectors in the world. Canada can teach the rest of the world about how to build a stronger, safer financial system. That's the way it works, Mr. Speaker. We're on the right track.
The honourable member for Halifax.
Mr. Speaker, official CFIA documents surfaced that state, quote, ensure that non-Japan eligible carcasses are not inspected for spinal cord dura mater, other carcass defects, and minor ingesta. Ignore them. This was an explicit directive from the frontline food inspectors. When faced with these facts, the ministers denied that the documents even exist. But I've got them right here, and I can make copies for them. With people worried about the food that they're putting on their tables, why is this minister cutting funding for food safety?
The Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
Mr. Speaker, of course, there are no such cuts. I actually have the document in front of me, too, and where the members opposite are very selective and willfully misinterpreting the issues. The memo actually goes on to explain how these issues are covered in further stages down the line. What the memo refers to is a specific issue for Japanese market access. The member opposite should know that by now, Mr. Speaker. We've had a number of technical briefings. I'd be happy to have one for her if she'd like.
The Honourable Member for Berthier.